Hey, and welcome to another episode of HD Cast. I'm Butch Hill, your host, and I'm sitting here with Bill Ryan, and he's with Point Spring, and you aren't the president anymore because your son's got that job.
That's
but
exactly
you are
right.
what would you call yourself?
Well, I would call myself the director, and I would say anymore the mentor. You know, one of the things that we worked very hard on was a succession plan, so that we could stay in the independent aftermarket. And quite frankly, the way things are changing, the things we saw today with the data and all, we need the younger guys that are able to get their arms around that.
He's doing a great job, by the way.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think he is too. And you know, I remember when I took over for my dad, same kind of thing. It was kind of an evolution, and we're at that point again. And the concern I had always had was, will I have the courage to walk away?
Yeah, I get it.
But, you know, I can see why it's so much better. And sometimes, you know, I miss a little bit of this and that, but we're in a much better place. And we've got the young guys that are really running the business now.
Right.
And so we'll be there for a long time.
Well, let's talk about the business. You know, obviously you've been around it, you know, all your life. But let's talk about current events. What's changing? What's different about what's going on in the marketplace?
I think the data stuff, the things they talked about at the sessions today, the telematics, the electronic stuff, you just have to have almost someone with an engineering background, or at least can get that to help bring your business along. Because the difference between now and when I came in 1983 is it moves so fast. So you have to have someone that's capable of really seeing the changes, how quick they're coming, and be able to respond. So I would think the pace is much quicker.
Yeah. How about your customer base? Not only you have to be, you know, your pace has got to be. Are you seeing your customers keep up with that pace?
They're not, I don't think.
Yeah.
And
are you able to get in situations and train and help them in that?
Oh yeah, I think so.
You know?
I think we still have a long way to go to learn ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, we're still doing the relationship stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, our people in the field make sure that the customers are coming back, because we're trying to provide solutions, trying to help with the data stuff where we can. And we're way behind in that. They're further behind than us. Now, where we are in our region, we don't have the big fleets, so we're not having to deal with Schneider and those guys. We're dealing with people that are from the Pittsburgh area.
Right.
It might be 2 to 200 vehicles, and it's a different kind of customer. Again, relationship still very important.
Well, you know, the relationship, I don't think will ever go away, because people buy from people.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you got the let's call it e-commerce type of places, the Amazons and the people that are starting to eat away or try to get into this industry, if you will.
Yeah.
And there's many different versions of them, but I think that's going to be a little. It's going, but it's not going to go as. And when it launched, if you recall, several years back, it launched with a vengeance, but it slowed down quickly because of the market.
I have said to people, I'll be darned if we ever see a drone drop off a Max Spring in a customer. So for that reason, there's going to be a need. And again, the relationship thing, which, like you're saying, it's important.
Yeah.
And Amazon might give you the price, it might give you some stuff. It's not going to give you that. Okay, so you can figure out exactly the part number you want. Then that's fine. Have the drone bring it in. But if you don't know, if you start with our usual question, hey, I have a red truck. Well, guess what? You better have someone that can take you through that process.
Yeah,
and that's,
exactly.
I think that's still where we do it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thanks for being on the show today.
Sure, Butch. My
it's always
pleasure.
good seeing you.
We've been around a long time, brother.
Absolutely.
Take care.
All right, we just talked to Bill Ryan. Now we're going to talk to Tyrone Ryan, and we call him Ty. And we're having this show right here in Dallas. It's the HDAW 2020. It's the first time we've been in Dallas, and Ty here has taken it to a new level. He's even got the hat on. Welcome to the show, Ty.
Well, thank you very much. But when you're in Dallas, do as the Dallas people do.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. You got cowboy boots on too?
I don't. They were a little out of my price range.
Hey, we were just talking about business with Bill, but I want to talk about what Tyrone does is he's outside sales. And what I want to do is talk about outside sales and kind of get a perspective of, a day in the life of your, what you do and
Absolutely.
what you see changing. What's going on new? What do you, what's pulling at your chain?
Okay. Well, generally, it's like any outside salesperson. I have a list of customers that I see daily, weekly. And I go out, beat down the doors, try to get new business, serve my current customers. Right now we're still in a good time in terms of the market, so numbers are good. What we have recognized, I know company-wide, is in our area, oil and gas has gone down some, right? So what we've had to do is adjust to that and start to diversify more and allow for other companies and other vocations to kind of fill in the void for what we've lost in oil and gas. And that's always a challenge based on what your portfolio is.
Right.
It's like anything. I know that a lot of people are really excited about, aftermarket parts. What I've heard a lot and what I deal with a lot and what's make business good for us is that in terms of our company, we're customer first. We want to make sure that we're appeasing the customer. Obviously, that's what pays our bills.
Yeah.
So we stay personal with them, whereas the OEs, it's a lot of times they're a number, and they're not getting that personal feel because of, all they have to do is
Right.
call with a number,
With a number,
VIN
yeah.
number, and someone says, okay, this is it.
Well, and that's what you're saying is reiterating what Bill and I just talked about.
Oh, really?
Almost to the T, and I don't know if you even heard that conversation.
No, I didn't. I was over there.
You're over there in another one. But that's almost, it is exactly. And then we talked about technology and how it's changing, on the distributor side, if you will. Let's talk about that on the street side, for your customers. What's happening? What do you see in the technology world?
So in terms of technology, it is coming. It's come a long ways, and that kind of is a good and bad thing for us, right? Because you have so many people who are now able to just go online and they find this part, and they'll call me, hey Ty, do you have this part? Yeah, I have it. How much is it? Oh, it's X. Well, I could get it on this site for a little less. And to be honest with me, I always tell my customers, hey, I can't spend your money for you. Do what you need.
That's a good answer.
But understand that, when that goes, if that goes, I'm not going to be responsible for
Yeah,
it.
you
So
can't
you're
stand
going,
behind that.
yeah, you're going to pay it. You're going
Right.
to get it from me at one point in time or
Yeah.
another. So I think
Well, it reiterates what we were talking about, the personal relationship, and how important that really is.
yeah, you cannot, supplement that. You can't fake it. You have to have that personal relationship with your customers, and that's the kind of salesperson that I am. I develop relationships. In fact, I don't even like to say I'm a salesperson. Like, I'm a relationship developer.
There you go.
Because I always look at it like this: if you have a good relationship with someone, they're going to trust you. Therefore, they're going to be okay spending their money with you because they know what they're getting. If I come in and I try to knock your door down, and I'm trying to sell you everything I have in in our catalog, then it's like a little pushy, and I don't want that, because if we have a good relationship, I'll get the money,
Right.
and I'll provide the service the same way. But with the online stuff, I mean, that totally cuts it all out.
Yeah.
And sometimes I've heard you're not getting what you're ordering, so it's like, why take that chance?
Right. Well, thanks for being on the show today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All
I
right, Ty.
appreciate it.
Well, hey, that's another segment of HD Cast. We look forward to you watching some more. See you later.